Hey everybody, you are tuned in to another episode of the It's On Us podcast. I'm your host Lenny Williams and I'm here with my special guest Drake. What's going on, Drake?
Hey, what's going on, Lenny? How you doing, man?
Chilling, man, ready to get this thing started. On the gram, I always see you posting your car and everything. It look nice, by the way, too. I love the way your car look.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it.
You go to different events or something like that?
Yeah, stay out of trouble, go to these like car meets and stuff, and socialize. You can actually make a lot of connections and networks there. So I have to turn to like positive networks.
Okay, that's what's up. So, what inspired you to get into cars?
I don't know, man. I actually little backstory. My mom said that I actually almost tried to like fall out of a window when I was a baby, trying to follow a fire truck or whatever. I saw it outside of an apartment window.
Oh snap!
And I was so like excited to see it. This was like Wilmington, lower lower city area. So we didn't have like the AC and everything, so we had the screen window, and I guess like I tried to crawl up there or whatever, and I had my hands on the window on the screen, and I'm like fascinated with this fire truck. And my sister happened to see me. My mom was in there in the other room getting like milk or something for me, and my sister like snatched me off the screen window or whatever. But I guess ever since then, I've just been like it's just been like a natural connection for me,
Okay, that's what's up, man. So basically, like you went through that stage, where every boy we in the fire trucks and everything, but your stage never went away.
No, it never went away.
Gotcha.
Never.
So are you into racing as well?
No, not really. I mean, I'm fascinated by that too, but I'm more so like a cruiser, man. I really like to just. I'm one of those people that love those days where it's just like a decent weather. It's nice and warm outside. You can roll your windows down and cruise along the road.
Okay. And in high school, I noticed that you always knew about how the stick shift worked and all how different cars worked and different names. So working with automobiles, is that a passion of yours?
It is a passion. It is a passion. I went away from it for a little bit to focus on some other things, but it's always been a passion for me. Now that I'm into it more than ever, it's definitely become a stronger passion.
Okay, so what do you plan on doing in the future with when it comes to this type of work?
Hopefully I can. I actually don't know. I would like to implement my welding experience now into welding pipes and stuff for people that want aftermarket pipes welded on, or they have things called blast pipes and stuff for cars that make them louder and stuff. Maybe weld some roll cages, stuff like that. And that could actually make me a couple of dollars, you know what I mean, working for NASCAR and working for these other bigger car entertainment.
Okay, that's what's up. Now moving on to sports. Will you be tuned into tonight's game with our team playing?
You know what, man? I still am. I'm not gonna say that I'm not a Steelers fan, but I haven't really focused on it. Ever since I moved into my apartment and trying to get bills and my lifestyle taken care of. I haven't really been focused on football, but to answer your question, I hope they win.
Well, congratulations, though. Congratulations that you moved out. I mean, moved into an apartment and everything.
Thank you.
That's what's up. But yeah, I hope we win. You know me, I always keep up with Pittsburgh every year, and
of course.
I just want us to have a shot at beating New England, man, because I'm tired of the Patriots, almost getting to the Super Bowl every year. It's getting on my nerves.
Yeah, we need somebody else to line up.
Yeah. Do you consider it perfect so far, which is you and your girl and how everything's going on in your life so far?
You know what, Lenny? I'm going to have to say that nothing's ever perfect, especially with relationships. As concerned as living in this imperfect world, and me and my girlfriend being imperfect, I think we're as close as it gets. If that answers the question good.
Yeah, that does. Now, is maintaining a relationship with someone for over a couple of years, is that a difficult task?
It definitely is. It definitely is. There's temptations left and right. There may be some people that you saw in your past or that you had with you in the past, and they pop up and old feelings catch on, or whatever. It doesn't matter how strong your relationship is. Depending on your last relationship. I'm saying that because that's actually something that's happened where I've had an ex of mine, pop up in my life again, and I have to say like, okay, boundaries, and that's hard.
Yeah, I feel you. So like,
So,
how do you guys keep each other happy? Without getting bored and everything. Is just always finding new dates or like what happens?
communication is key, man. I mean, that's like the oldest rule, and it's the only one that I know that works, man. Communication is always there. Like, talking to them and seeing how they feel, not being so selfish on both sides of the fence, the female and the male. You should always communicate with your mate. Try to be understanding. Me and my girl, we have a rule, now that we live together and everything, that we have to promise to never go to bed mad. So if we have a situation, depending on the, seriousness of it, of course you have to deal with it as a serious problem, but you don't have to take it to bed and be, furious with each other. Because then the next morning you may, that day you may have had a crappy day, and your girlfriend comes home with a problem and you're like, I don't have time for this, blah, 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 and you're mad at each other. And then, you settle it, before you guys go to bed, you say you love each other, you give each other a kiss, and the next morning it may be like, you know what, babe, I totally understand what you mean. I don't know why I did that, or I don't know why that person did that to you. You understand what I'm saying, Lenny?
Yeah, definitely. That makes so much sense too, because I say that all the time. Like, communication is key, because like if you just hide in what you have, like if you don't want to say what's on your mind at the time, then all that tension just build up. And like you said, if y'all go to bed mad, then it's gonna carry off to the next day, then the next day, then the next day. So it's like a big domino effect. But once you get it off your chest
Correct.
then and there, you know what I'm saying? Like when y'all communicate, then it's a lot easier to deal with.
Exactly.
That's just
So with that being said, we know each other like the back of each other's hands. And then just being spontaneous with some things, man. Like, I don't know what the rating of this, this talk show is. But,
oh yeah, it's
sometimes I come.
we go all out on the podcast.
Oh, okay, sometimes I come home because I'm on the road when I'm, doing welding and stuff. So sometimes I come home and I pick up some flowers, some roses or whatever. Like right now, I got like rose petals all over my damn floor, and put some chocolates on the bed or something like that. Even if y'all don't get into that, sexual mode or whatever, that feeling of her being wanted and appreciated, and her not even expecting that keeps stuff strong, man.
That's what's up, bro, for real. So like and like you said before, going back to that communication thing too, like I'm glad you brought that up, because like a lot of times I think that's what like probably mess up couples, like the communication, because it's something so simple that people miss. It's like you got to make sure you don't overlook that, but a lot of times couples do.
I tell this to my friends, but I don't want to seem like she's a pet. But I pretty much train my girlfriend and myself, actually, so that makes it sound even better. I train both of us to be on more of like more of an adult level. So things like what you mentioned, the Instagram stuff, that's very tempting. I mean, you see these girls, and the girls, they see these guys that look like, some type of Prince Charming, or, some type of, queen that they need in their life. And, it's a short temptation. It's just a scroll of a finger until you on to the next picture. But, your girlfriend may see it and they may get insecure. And at that point, like, my girlfriend would see my phone, and I follow some pages that have to do with some women that, expose most of their body. And, I let her see, I say, hey, babe, look, it's just a picture. Like, don't be, don't be like that or whatever. And she won't trip out about it. She'll just be like, I don't care, it's fine. I know you're coming home to me at night.
I'm so like scared to have a daughter too, because like if you think about it, if we have daughters, like me and you, like as we get older and we have daughters, their role models are gonna be these Instagram girls, man. Like it's gonna.
But you know what, Lenny? It's about what you put in front of your children.
I know, yeah.
So and it depends on how you raise them when you put that stuff in front of your children. So you could put that stuff in front of your children and say, look, say a son's situation, look, son, I know you see these girls, but this is what the deal is. You ain't got to tell them that they got fake booties and stuff like that. You got to tell them, like, look, chances are you ain't never going to see this girl in your life. Focus on what's in front of you, not on your phone and, that little hormone burst that you get when you see that picture. Same thing with a girl. Respect yourself. If you don't want a man to treat you like trash, don't dress like trash. You know.
Yo, you're so right. And the thing is, the reason I said I was scared was because, like, at the same time, I don't want to be that overbearing parent and overprotective parent, because I know I will be when it when it comes to both my kids. But like, you got like, I'm just thinking like, okay, cool. I don't want to say, okay, here you can't have the phone when she's like 12 or 13, when I know like in reality she should probably like have a phone. I know it would have to be like rules and boundaries and stuff like that. But like, I always see, the reason I brought that up is because I always see like these young girls now, they'll like repost stuff and all that, and they really look up to these chicks that are getting like, you know, like $1,000 like every weekend to go to parties just because they got a fat butt and some fake titties. Like, it's crazy, man. Like, these girls, on these IG girls, as I call them, because that's what they're called now. They make money, man, just because how they look. So all they gotta do is go to LA, get that surgery done, and that's a wrap. They gonna get money, and it's like these little girls look up to that.
You know what, Lenny? Speaking of which, man, and don't quote me because I don't remember how the whole thing is, but I was scrolling on Instagram and I saw this post, and hopefully I can remember it the right way. It said men buy things to attract women but don't like gold diggers, and women attract sexual arousement but don't like fuckboys or something along those lines. Yeah. And that says so much, you know what I mean? But like the people who post or repost that Instagram post, like you can see on their page that they'll have like, you know, 10, 20 pictures of them exposing themselves or whatever. You know.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. That's the thing. And like, and Nick Cannon was talking about this too on Tax Tone's podcast. He was saying that when he hiring his Wild 'N Out girls, nowadays he got hired like the girls that really don't got that many followers, that probably got like 2,000 or something, because now the girls that got like 100,000 or 500,000, they really think that they're celebrities just because they got so many thirsty dudes liking their stuff and commenting on them every day. Like they think that, like, you know, they're really like celebrities and that everybody want to see them every day. No, it's really just a whole bunch of thirsty dudes after you. But okay. And Nick Cannon was like, yo, like their head is so big that they think like they're too good to, you know, even talk to me. Like he said, it's hard to hire those type of girls nowadays because like the social media game definitely messed it up.
Right.
Have you ever seen the comments before? Like like how outrageous they get?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, of course, man. I mean, and now they're just like strictly pretty much in emoji. Like majority of it is emojis, but we already know what the emojis mean. It's like putting a screen over it. We done already seen through the screen what they're trying to say. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, Lenny.
Yeah, and the thing is, I expect that from a little boy. If I'm 13, 14, and I understand like why he's reacting like that to a woman that looks like that. That's understandable because he's going through that phase. But if you like 30 or 20, 28, 40, and you saying all types of crazy stuff like, yo, I want to marry you and everything, and then like you look at the account and it's a legit account, man, I'm like, yo, this thirst trap is real for these dudes, dog. Like they must not be doing anything at home, like. God. So basically, once you find like the right person in your life, like when you click with that right girl, when you looking towards the future, you like, damn, I don't want anybody else. I know this is it. Is that how like how you felt or like how you feel?
At first, Lenny, no. At first, you know, let me see. I've been with my girl for about 5 years, so this year will be my 5th year. So I think like 18, I was 17, 18. Yeah, I think about 18, I was with my girlfriend, and or like I started being with my girlfriend, and you know, at first I was attracted to her. I'm not gonna lie, to be completely honest with you, I was attracted to her physically.
Okay.
You know, she had the boobs, she had the face. You know what I mean? It was something that I could rock on my arm and look real nice. But then, like, as I started to like mature and man through some things, and I had some situations pop up, and she didn't budge. You know, some girls, they'll drop off like a fly once you broke, or you get kicked out of your house. And I've been through those things several times already, and my girl has been there. Like, so what we doing now? You know what I mean? And that, I think, is when you realize that click of, man, if I lose this chick, dude, what's the chances that I find another girl that's gonna stick with me through me being broke, through me, going through some irregular stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That a girl wouldn't even want to dream about being with a man through. That there makes you seem like that there makes you think like, all right, I'm not doing nothing to mess this up.
Damn, Drake, so you got ride or die. Okay, we gotta give it up for Drake for having a ride or die. Okay. Shoot, I understand.
Yeah.
Shoot, yeah, you just like, okay, I don't want to lose. I can't lose this girl at that point because y'all been through so much and everything. It's like once you've been at the bottom and she's still there, it's like, okay, yeah, I'm keeping her attached to me forever, and I'm gonna make sure I don't F it up at all. What advice would you give them, like, you know, not to F it up? Because, you know, a lot of times that does happen with these well, with everybody, with all men. We mess it up sometimes.
It depends, man. So I'm gonna give you an example, and it may not be parallel to everybody else's situation, but you know, all right. So here's what not to do. When I was with my ex, I was in the basketball, and you know, I was out doing like AAU games and this, that, and the third. I was still in school. You know, I had so much stuff to do, and I didn't. Of course, I was supposed to prioritize school, but I didn't also prioritize my girl. And you know, that can be applied to anybody's lifestyle. When you want to keep like a good girl like that, it's always important to prioritize her. So like, if you want to go out, you know what I mean? It's not to say that you shouldn't go out, but you should always be like, yo, babe, listen, what you got going on? You know what I mean? You got your girls to hang with, or you know, did you want to come out with me? And that may be something you have to sacrifice. She may say like, hey, babe, you know, I really wish you would stay in the house. And you know, you like, all right, damn, you know, I'm gonna have to tell my boys next time. But it'll go like so far, like that'll make her want to ride for you even more. And my like recent example is, you know, after some stuff happened, and you know, I like pretty much got kicked out of my parents' house or whatever. I had to find my own shit. You know, I had to get my own car. I had to get everything all over again. You know, I started getting to the car scene. And, you know, I started, you know, customizing my car, buying this, buying that. And I wouldn't focus a dime on my girl. So I started to realize that she would hang with me everywhere I went. Like, every car meet I went, every car wash I went to go wash my you know, pride and joy. You know, she would be there with me. So then I talked to her, and I was like, listen, babe, I feel like I was really inconsiderate of what you wanted to do this summer. So let me know what you would like to do this winter, or let me know what you like to do this summer. And I promised her that I wouldn't spend any money on car parts for myself, and I would spend money on her. Now, so far, I just spent like maybe $1,500, a little over $1,500 on her, which I ain't no baller. I'm gonna let you know that out. So like $1,500 is a little crazy for me, but you know, I spent that on her because she deserved it. You know what I mean? She was that ride or die. And to answer your question, if you want to keep a girl, if you a young bull and you got yourself a rider, make sure that you show her like 110%, man. That way you won't have to worry about her cheating on you. You won't have to worry about her putting in less than 100%, and you won't have to worry about drama and bullshit. It's a straight on good relationship.
Damn, that's real. That's real shit right there. That's. All right, yeah, I want to thank you, bro, too, for the advice and everything, and for joining the podcast. I definitely got to have you on again.
Of course, man. You my boy, man. You my boy.